what's up, man? Here for another edition of Football Battles, and here we have two legends, Alessandro Del Piero and Francesco Totti. Two huge classics, and I think this is something that a battle that people were really looking forward to and wanted me to do. So I had a lot of requests for this. Sorry, guys, my throat may be a bit iffy. So the criteria that we shall be using, if my phone can flip properly, is passing, playmaking, shooting, dribbling, and clutch. So those are the ones that we'll be using. So let us start first of all with passing. Both very good passers of the ball. You look at Del Piero, the role in which he played, very restricted midfielder, attacking midfield as well. Sort of, they are kind of attacking number 10, very crucial with the passing. Totti, it's what he was known for. He was known as the pass master. He was known as that dude who could really make that pass thing happen. So as far as best, I think this is pretty easy because Del Piero was never really known as a pass specialist. He was good at passing, but he was never known as that. I think Totti wins. I think when you look at how Totti was able to distribute the ball and it's just general passing and general distribution of the ball and the way in which he would manipulate and mask passes was amazing. And also, you really have to look at Euro 2000, where Totti gave Del Piero some amazing passes with Del Piero. Unfortunately, he flopped in that Euro 2000 final. So I think for this, you've got to give it to Totti. I think he definitely was the better passer in this. And I don't think that was really Del Piero's game, was really passing. I think his game as a passer just really wasn't his thing. So guys, this is going to get close. I already know how it's going to go. Playmaking, Totti. Totti was the best. So I'm going to say between 2000 and 2002, Totti was the best playmaker in the world, without a doubt. That's why you always have to admire him for how faithful he was to Roma, because between that period, he could play for anybody. He was without a doubt, unquestionably the best playmaker in the world between 2000 and 2002. There was nobody better than him in that period. Because again, just his creativity, the kinds of passes that he would make. I already said the passes he made to Del Piero, but the way in which he would distribute the ball, because he was a flair player. And the way in which he thought was alternative. He didn't think like general players. He didn't play like other players. He was unique. And the way in which he played, it was like if he was just playing within his own world, in his own code. And I think his playmaking bred that. And I think the way in which he flamboyantly was able to distribute the ball was amazing. So that's why I just said, and I think for Del Piero, playmaking wasn't his thing. You know, we'll get to what it was, but playmaking wasn't really his thing. So I don't think that he could play make, but I don't think he played that role. Totti embodied that role. I think when people would say, what is Totti's role? His role more than anything, that he was the playmaker of the team. He was the brains of the team. I think when you look at that Italy team of 2000 on 02, especially 2000, which is where Totti really shone. I think Totti was shown to be, no, this is the brains of the team. This is the guy that has the ideas that actually creates opportunities for everybody in the team, like, you know, a Vieri, Del Piero, and so forth. So for playmaking, I think that it definitely goes to Totti. Now, shooting. Totti could shoot. He was a good shot, and he scored some very damn good goals. You're not touching Del Piero. There's a reason why they call it the Del Piero zone. There's a reason why they call it the Del Piero zone. Just crazy. Just go on YouTube, but literally it was just outside the 18-yard box on his left-hand side. He would cut in on his right, and with his right foot, he would then curve the ball through. I told you, man, I was a massive Del Piero fan. I think that's when I used to live in Switzerland. Like, that's why I got the Del Piero jersey, because when I just saw how Del Piero played, I was like, I just loved the way in which he played. And I think that whole Del Piero zone and how he mastered that, I was like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I think also as well, it's his look as well. I think the whole thing with his sideburns and everything wasn't really cool. But yeah, I think as for shooting, finishing, Del Piero all day. Like the amount of goals he scored from the Del Piero zone. And nobody, I don't think anyone since has mastered that type of goal. Cutting in and curving the ball through, either with your right or your left. He mastered this, and I think whenever I see that goal, I say, oh yeah, that's the Del Piero goal. So he pretty much trademarked a type of goal. So I think as far as shooting goes, I'm rolling with your boy, Alessandro. Dribbling, this is close. This is close. This is close. Totti could dribble. Del Piero could dribble as well. As in, the way in which Del Piero would just move through, his close control was money. Totti as well, I told you, the guy was a flamboyant player. He was a flamboyant personality. And I think his arrogance as a man, in a good sense, arrogance as a good sense, bred upon what he did on the pitch. And so I think that for what Totti did, Totti could dribble. Again, guys, comments below. I love these football battles because I may not get it right, but this is just judging from how I see it. Again, this is why, and the reason why I love football battles, it's not the eye test. We don't use numbers. We use the eye test. We view things, which is so much better. I don't think Totti was a better dribbler than Del Piero. I think as far as the art of dribbling, close control, beating players, completely, totally getting past players, with still maintaining control of the ball, I'm giving it with Del Piero. I saw more Del Piero skill, more Del Piero dribbles than what Totti did. Because Del Piero could get him, man. Trust me, Del Piero could get him. So I think I'm rolling with your boy Del Piero for that one. So the last one, and this is the determining factor, clutch. Clutch. Who was more clutch? Who was more clutch? This is tough. So if you're 1-1, game is on the line, who do you call? Del Piero or Totti? So I think the reason why I like this whole clutch stat is it goes beyond the physical. It's not the mental, it's not the character and the mentality as well. It's a tough one. Totti scored some key goals for Roma. Del Piero scored some key goals for Juventus. Look at that Totti penalty against Australia. Last minute, 10 men. Did Totti take a penalty in the World Cup final? Del Piero stepped up. Del Piero's goal against Germany in that 2006 thing. Something is leaning towards Del Piero, because I think when I just say who's more clutch and who would I want to score a key free kick, a key goal when it's 1-1, I'm rolling with Del Piero. I don't think I can trust Totti as much as I'm able to trust Del Piero. I think I'll always have faith that Del Piero somehow, some way will get through. If it's a free kick, Del Piero most likely is going to get that thing through. If it's a penalty, I'm trusting both of them. But if it's an open play, Del Piero, I'm more likely to see a 93rd minute Del Piero zone goal than Totti giving me a goal or doing something for me in the 93rd minute. So I think as far as clutch, somebody who can be clutch and really deliver for you when you mostly need it, I've got to roll with the Delic. I think overall in this thing, I think the Delic takes this 3-2. Again, guys, comments below. Tell me what other football battles you want to see. Remember, it's two players of the same, similar, identical position. It has to be the same identical position, identical role, and then let's compare. And if you disagree with this, tell me why you disagree. And comment below. Let's debate. Let's have a discussion about this. All right, guys. Peace out. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.